friends, welcome to today's analysis video. This is not going to be a reaction. I'm actually gonna analyze the vocal technique of Philip QUAST here, who is singing Stars from Les Miserables. I love his performance, so if you're interested in finding out how exactly he gets the sound and what makes it so wonderful, stay tuned. Hi, if we don't know each other yet, my name is Freya, professional singer and vocal coach from Germany, and we're gonna jump right into Philip QUAST's performance.
There, out in the darkness.
I love what he does with his enunciation. He's not singing loud yet, but he is being so intense by making every single letter very clear. Out in the darkness, out in the darkness. All the hissing sounds and the plosive sounds, so accurate, it really makes it come through. Plus, he has awesome resonance. We're going to talk about that more in just a little bit.
A fugitive running.
See how his E is so nice and resonant. Although it is a closed vowel, there is a big difference between running and running. Keeping that pharyngeal space nice and open, it gives you that resonance, and he's keeping the resonance in the same place. He's always keeping it nice in the mask, and he's riding on that airstream, keeping the space, and then all you do is really shape. You shape, but you're keeping that pharyngeal space nice, open, wide, tall, so that you have the best resonance all the time. Love that.
Fallen from God.
God. You really hear the duh. And I love how he on the aw makes the funnel. He's gonna do more of that.
Fallen from grace.
Do you see how the S, it is a hissing sound, but it has actually an underlying vowel shape. You could do grace or grace, and he actually gives it that same funnel shape. Grace, grace, grace. It just makes even the S more resonant. He's just used to doing that. It's autopilot for him.
God be my witness.
Do you notice how he is taking all those breaks? He's using the breaks between phrases to take a nice deep breath, but you can't see that he's doing a lot, but he's taking that entire time to expand. Down here, his belly, his ribs, you may see it just a little bit, but he's taking the time.
I never shall yield.
I love how he has that beautiful vibrato. It's not too fast, it's not too slow. It makes the pitch be so nice in the center, and it gives it a brilliance and a ring, that squillo, in combination with where he places it with the tallness of his pharyngeal space. It's brilliant.
Till we come face to face.
I'm sorry, I just have to talk a lot because there's a lot of technique going on. He's not drawing out, he's changing it up. He's not drawing out every last pitch of a phrase face to face. That one was short, because it makes sense here meaning-wise, and also now this is a cut here. Now we're going into the next section. It's like musically shifting gears. Something new is starting now, a new part of the piece, and now we're climaxing a little bit more. Okay, so it starts, it's a sequence. Da 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 da. So that's a sequence, meaning it's basically the same melody, but you're shifting it up. And you're shifting it up. You're just starting at a different point. And that really signals a climaxing a little bit. And he does it so well, that's why he cuts that last pitch of that previous phrase a little short at the end. It gives him the time, first of all, to breathe deeply, to prepare for that next phrase. But also it signals the audience there's something else coming now, like a new section.
Till we come face to face. He knows his way in the dark.
By the way, that stick that he's holding, it's brilliant. I mean, he could do it well without, but this is so great when you have something like that, that's where your attention can go. You know, sometimes you want it in your shoulders, but you have to get used to like having a place where you want the tension to go so that it doesn't go in your shoulders or your neck, shifting, or your jaw. It could go into your toes, but in this case, see how he's really holding on to that stick? That is where the tension goes, because it does take a lot of strength from your core, from your body. It's there. He's working really hard below the surface. You can't see it. He's working hard, but it's down here. And here, upward, you don't really see a lot of... It's down here.
Mine is the way of the Lord. Those who follow the path of the righteous shall have their reward.
I love how he uses just a little narrowness, shall have. And that is intensity, using different voice colors, even staying resonant, but for just a second or so, using a different voice color to illustrate. You have to do that in musical theater, even in opera also.
And if they pull as loose of the pair, the flame, the sword.
Watch his lips, what he does here. This is what you need to do. Singing in awe is so awesome. When you're singing higher in chest voice, or if you shape it like he does, see how you can see the bottom of his teeth, and you see how the lips, they're really going forward. It's like you're literally making like a funnel, and you're extending the area that's inside of your mouth. You're extending it, you're making it even bigger, and it does make a big difference for resonance. But what happens, what I always notice is, by doing that, you're also getting the tongue out of the way, and everything just becomes a more round space. Love it.
Stars.
Oh, did you hear that? He didn't just go stars, but stars. He had so much support, and that really, really tight support can also help you with expression. You hear the breath in the tone. See what I mean? It's almost like you're pushing outward just a bit. Stars. Yes, yes. This is so nice and expressive.
In your multitudes, scarce to be counted.
See how scared? He puts the voice color in by just, loosening the vocal cords for just a second here. Not always having that very, very compressed sound. There's still tons of subglottal compression, but you can play with that to achieve different voice colors.
Filling the darkness with order and light.
I love how he starts out a little straight and then really eases into that vibrato. It just gives it so much tenderness.
You are the sentinels.
Sentinels. I mean, you can hear every single letter. Somebody could write that down, and even not knowing any English, they would know every letter that he is singing.
Silent and sure, keeping watch in the night.
See how he's not working hard with his jaw at all. He doesn't do this business of the light. He doesn't need that, because where we need the hard work, it's on the inside. You can't see it from the outside. Opening the jaw even more isn't going to help. And that's what I always talk about. It's that baseline of here. And then you don't go but you go in there. And then you can open inside. That he is the perfect example for how to do it right.
Keeping watch in the night. You know your place in the sky. You hold your course and your aim, and each in your season returns and returns, and is always the same. And if you fall as a loose of a pair,
And he really needs to up the game here because full string section here going all the way into, you know, really getting forte here. I mean, that is quite an orchestra there. I can't see it, it's in the dark. That's a quite big orchestra, and it's a lot of sound. He has a mic, but it's just about the frequency. See, if he didn't have the brightness in the voice, and he doesn't have like a really high voice or anything as a baritone, and he keeps the bright, resonant overtones in his voice at all times by making that really tall space back here. And that's what helps him to carry over the orchestra at all times.
You fall in grace, and so it must be the...
Oh yeah, and then it's totally okay. Must be projecting, but at the same time, you know, very controlled, but bursting out.
So it is written on the doorway to paradise that those who falter and those who fall must pay the price.
You know how hard that is? That is quite low actually in order to be that loud. He does support so well. Nice subglottal compression, that nice even airstream, and keeping the resonance always in that very high place. Okay.
Lord, let me find him.
See how he lightened up his voice? The vocal cord closure just gives a little bit now. Lord, let me find him. Find him. He could just do it more intense, but he's loosening up the vocal cord closure just a bit. It's not breathy. It's just a little bit more relaxed and gives it a lighter, softer, even it's almost like a brighter, like kind. The throat gets just a little bit more narrow, not a lot, but it gives a different color.
That I may see him safe behind bars, I will never rest till then.
Okay, you can see that. It's an eh, but you see how he has the tongue lifted in the front a little bit, but there's still, you can see the space. There's difference between fe and fe. There is a lift, but back here it's staying open.
This I swear by the stars.
Look at the shape. Stars. Can you see how much space there is? And he's not dislocating his jaw. There's no need for that. That right here, just look at the picture and just see what happens inside. Just pretend, you know, you could look through his cheek and see what happens in there. That's it. Straight, 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 and then vibrato. He actually went back, he started straight, and then he went into vibrato, then he went back to straight a little bit, and then it's because the reason why you do that kind of thing is, first of all, of course, only straight makes too much tension. Only vibrato just has nowhere to go. There's no release anymore from that. So depending on what happens in the actual orchestra, that gives you a musical feeling for where it flows. And that's why he actually goes back and forth a little bit. It makes a lot of sense musically. At the end, he just keeps that nice round vibrato. Okay, this is perfection right here. This is exactly, whoa, Philip QUAST, I love you. This is amazing. This is one of the most amazing performers right here. And, you know, I don't know, maybe he didn't sing pop music, but he's just in the musical world. He could sing anything, really. Thank you so much for watching. I love when I get excited about a singer and about their technique, and when I can show everyone and my students like this right here, this is what I've been teaching, this is what I'm wanting to tell you all the time. Here you can see it executed, and that's the way to do it. Okay, I'll probably do an analysis of a female singer here soon. Come back to my videos if you have not subscribed. Consider subscribing for more analyses and singing tips in general. Thank you for watching. Check out my book on Amazon, Master Your Voice. You can also join my free Facebook group, also called Master Your Voice, and check out all the free stuff I have on my website, masteryourvoice.tv. You can get a free 5-day belting challenge. There is a free 7 days to perfect support course. That's a great place to start. So check it out and take your singing to the next technical level also. I'll see you soon. Always keep on singing.
I must be strong.